When I was a little boy, right, I had a family member told me the story when they was growing up in Trinidad and Tobago, and when they were kids, they were sleeping, and every nighttime they always hear like chains rattling, rattling. Every time around the house, they get up and they still hear the chains rattling, rattling, rattling. When I open the door, they don't see nothing. They don't hear nothing after that. They go back to bed, and again they'll hear chains rattling and stomping, foot stomp, rattling, rattling, rattling. They get up one morning because the second time it happened, they want to ignore it, whatever. So they got up one morning and opened the door, and they saw like footprints and scratch marks on the floor, like a chain was dragging, it was being pulled down. And they realized that they have a haunted ghost that was around the house. And then you find out later that it was in the past when where they lived was on a plantation when there used to be a bunch of slaves, African slaves, Indian slaves from India coming to Trinidad, Africans coming from Africa to Trinidad and Tobago to work in the sugarcane fields, and you find out these were slaves that died many, many years ago, you know, and um, and that's where all the chains of rattling would come from slavery times. So you hear the slave ghosts chain rattling, noisy wind, that it could push so hard it could push a door, that it can't even be from the wind, it could be from a ghost because the door would be locked. That's why. So yeah, so that was pretty scary hearing stuff like that. And even a small island like Trinidad and Tobago, you never expect to hear ghost stories from there, but there is a lot of myths and creatures and ghostly, creepy stories in Trinidad and Tobago, and this is one of them. Peace out, and I hope you enjoyed this scary story. Over and out.